They said I was strong, cause I never made a scene. Never told them what was happening underneath. I learned how to smile when the room got uncomfortable, how to say I'm good when the truth was unbearable. I showed up every morning with the same tired face, put my shoes on, walked outside, kept moving at the same pace. Nobody saw the nights I spent staring at the ceiling, trying to convince myself that tomorrow might feel different. They praised how calm I was when everything went wrong, said I had a backbone, said I had it all along. But strength didn't feel like strength when I couldn't sleep, when I sat alone in the kitchen at 3, listening to the refrigerator hum, like it was the only thing that knew I was awake. I wasn't fearless, I was used to being afraid. I wasn't cold, I just learned what silence saved. Everybody saw me standing, nobody asked what it took. They saw the person who survived it, never saw the nights I shook. They called it strength, I called it surviving. They saw me keep going, never saw what was behind it. They said you're built different, like I chose to be this way. But sometimes you keep walking, cause there's nowhere safe to stay. They called it strength, I called it surviving. I wasn't winning every battle, I was just refusing to stop fighting. If you saw me looking steady, don't assume I wasn't scared. I just got really good at carrying what nobody shared. I remember getting asked, how'd you handle all of that? I almost laughed because I never had a plan. There was no secret method, no words I could repeat. I just woke up every morning and put both feet underneath me. There were birthdays I forgot because the dates felt meaningless, messages I never answered, people asking where I've been. There was a suitcase by the doorway that stayed there for a week, cause leaving felt impossible, but staying felt too deep. I learned to make decisions when my hands were shaking, learned to finish conversations when my voice was breaking, learned that being needed can become another cage, and sometimes being quiet is the only way you make it through the day. My younger self will probably call this courage, but I tell him you shouldn't have had to earn your right to breathe. You shouldn't have learned to hide behind a practiced grin just because nobody knew what to do with what was happening within. Everybody saw the progress, nobody counted what it cost, and celebrated that I made it, never asked what I had lost. I called it strength, I called it surviving. They saw me keep going, never saw what was behind it. They said you're built different, like I chose to be this way. But sometimes you keep walking, cause there's nowhere safe to stay. They called it strength, I called it surviving. I wasn't winning every battle, I was just refusing to stop fighting. If you saw me looking steady, don't assume I wasn't scared. I just got really good at carrying what nobody shared. But maybe surviving was only the first part. Maybe I don't have to spend the rest of my life proving I can endure things. Maybe I can rest without feeling guilty. Maybe I can say I'm hurting before it becomes something I have to hide. Maybe strength isn't holding everything alone. Maybe strength is finally putting something down. They called it strength, and maybe they were right, but they never saw the person I was becoming every night. I don't need to wear exhaustion like a medal on my chest. I don't have to keep destroying myself just to prove that I can withstand. They called it strength, I called it surviving. Now I'm learning there's a difference between living and just staying alive. I can finally tell the truth without pretending I'm okay. I can stop apologizing for the things that made me this way. And if I break down, it doesn't mean I've lost. It means I finally stopped treating survival like the only thing I'm good at. They called it strength, I called it surviving. Now I'm learning how to live